this is Mrs. Har. This week we are moving on to our next continent, but really this week we're looking at an area. So it's the oceanic region. So it's the Australian continent as well as all those little countries around surrounding it in the Pacific area. So it's called the oceanic region. So you might not have you might not go, well, that's not really a continent, Mrs. Har. It is a continent, and it's referred to as a continental area, and it's the oceanic region. Really, sometimes you'll hear it called the Australian continent, but technically that doesn't incorporate all the small countries there in the Pacific Ocean right next door. So we call it the oceanic region. So that is what is going to be our focus this week. And as you can see here, this is a little map showing some of those wonderful countries surrounding the Australian itself continent. And so we consider this the oceanic region. But we're going to do a lot of our focus this week, particularly on Australia. And a lot of you, you think about like the Outback restaurant, Good Day. We have this vision of what Australians are and what that culture may look like. So we're really going to try to look and see, is what we picture, like Mr. Crocodile Dundee, is that exactly what a typical Australian is like? Or is there many different rich cultural components? Australia actually has become a hub for immigration. And so right now they have such a rich, diverse culture. And we're going to explore that so that you can really see that it's not the typical, we think about the Australian kind of Crocodile Dundee man with the hat, or perhaps you think of the Aborigines. So we sometimes miss that there is a variety of different rich cultural societies living together there in Australia. So we're going to talk about that. Your task for this week, you have a regions assignment so you can get to know in the oceanic area what regions exist. And then you're going to, and also in Australia, the Australian continent, what regions exist. Then you're going to look at the different countries in the oceanic region. Remember, we play those games. So you're going to go play those video games till you get to the proficient level. So you really kind of know where everything falls. We're going to have you reflect on the first Australians and the conditions that they're living in, and there's a lot of controversy over some of the government mandates. So that's going to be your big reflection for this week. It's worth 30 points. So take your time, enjoy kind of exploring that. You'll be watching some videos first to give you some background, and then you're really going to reflect on their situation in their communities that exist today. Then we're going to have a discussion because I really want you to share with me after you've explored Australia, what area in Australia. Australia is so diverse. It's like the United States of America, where we have so many different areas with so many different excellent geographical wonders that pull us. You know, right here we have the mountains and they have the oceans. They have like the Gold Coast regions. So I want you, after we've explored and you've looked at the different areas, what area do you think you would like to, if you had to move to Australia? So share that with the class. Which area do you think you would like to live in Australia? And then you're going to have your oceanic test. Now keep in mind for your oceanic test, I don't expect you to memorize all this. I want to see that you can research and find the information. So feel free to keep your countries, in another web page, open up your countries assignment, your country where you went ahead and learned the countries, or your regions assignment, and use that to help find the answers, because I don't expect direct memorization, but I do want you to understand where you can find that information and have a general knowledge. So that's your oceanic test. Please let me know if you have any questions. I really look forward to kind of challenging what you depict Australia is before we start our week, and see if that changes, or if you're going to still walk away and think about steak on the Barbie and Good Day and the different connotations you have in your mind of what it's like to be in Australia. Enjoy. Let me know if you have any questions.